Welcome to our show. It is Friday night at 8 o'clock, and you're with Rick, Sarah. It's cocktail hour. Welcome. Welcome to our Florida studio room. In the background, you see my son, Bo, laying there on the bed, and a couple pieces of this and that sitting on the bed. This is a bedroom slash office slash studio. So it's anything you want it to be in a 7x7 or something like that space.
A little bigger than 7x7.
It's a little bit better than 7x7. So we are hoping that you will come and enjoy tonight. And who do we have so far in the room? We have Nirmal. Hello there.
Socialista.
Solcicita. Jennifer Dyer. Jill, the one and only. You got hello, everybody. Hey.
Joe Tomley.
Joe Tomley said he'd be here earlier. Joe, nice to see you. Annika, hello. Robin Donovan, good evening. Arnold Ziffel, are your balls freezing?
Oh.
Hey there, Robin, Arnold. Justin.
Oh, I'm glad you like the
Minicello.
keychain by Jen, Bijan. I got your keychain this week.
Well, that's excellent. Thank you for that.
Hey, Jill.
And
Lizzie.
I was stuttering on this Justin Muni. Are you new, Justin? If you're new here, I have no idea. Let us know if you are, or if you are just newly Minicello. Is that how you say it?
Got a T-shirt too. He loves it.
Minicello. Okay. Got a T-shirt too, really? Well, I'm getting.
Tara, I remember you coming in before. You're cheesing Bel Air, Maryland.
Oh, okay, great. Right, I remember them. So we haven't sold a whole lot of shirts, and I didn't expect we would sell lots. But we got about 12, and I've heard from about half of the people. Plus, I gave some shirts to some special people that have been helping us. Steve Seabold and Mazzy.
Sounds good. Sean
And
Arms in the
to
room.
Leslie Caseta. And everybody's been saying their shirts are really nice. So I'm glad that we finally did what I've been trying to do last year. And cheers to everybody. It's Friday night. Let's have some fun.
Did you hear me? Sean's in the room too.
And Sean, hello Sean. Now, anybody notice there's a banner at the bottom of my screen?
I can barely see it.
You can barely see it? You can't even see it? That's sad. I thought it would show up more prominently.
I can see both logos, but I can't really read the writing.
You have to somehow turn your screen into maximum. Maybe you could see it better that way. But I hope anybody out there sees the banner. And again, thanks to Meat Puppy, or Trevor as he likes to be known by the regular world, for helping me. He produced this using our own imagery, and then he put it together as a nice little file that I could easily pop in there with the OBS program. So, Tara, thank you very much. This is Tara and Joe from Bel Air right there. I see. I see you better. What about?
Steve's in the room too. Steve.
I can't see your better thing you're talking about. How are you doing, Rick? We're doing well. She's off camera.
As always.
Sticky chronic bud season, so that's really encouraging to me. Because if I see it and he sees it, at least I know it's not an imaginary thing. Hello, Potato, Kartoff, Shasta Daisy, Romeo's Lover. Like and subscribe. I would love that. Like, subscribe. Have fun, talk with each other, be respectful, no politics, and it's pretty much everything goes. Now, I have a little message for the moderators. Yeah, I do. I'm saying it. Stop me. You tried. Um, if a person's saying something and it's, maybe they're making a little cut at me or Dan, you don't have to sanitize everything. I mean, if they're down and out, they're going too far. But to say some little thing and that might be just joking, let it slide. Because, I'd rather people not feel like they're being censored too much. I just don't want any nasty stuff going on. And you know what that means typically as a good person in the world. I just don't want that in here. It's supposed to be free and open in terms of positive vibes. So I'd hope that mostly it's a positive room. A little joke here and there is never a bad thing. Just as long as it's in balance. Okay, that's it. Thank you. In general, I'm going to just say to anybody that's a moderator, you've been doing great work, and I appreciate it because there have been real numbskulls that came in here to try to cause trouble, and you guys step in and take care of it, and thank you so much. So what else? It's another week in the year 2021. I didn't hear of too much mayhem, I hope. Anyway, from my vantage point, it's been pretty peaceful here. We're in Florida, obviously, and we're trying to locate a COVID vaccine for at least what we thought was supposed to be already out there. The people who are 75 and older, and anybody that's in long-term or respite care.
Hey, AJ.
And then the medical people, of course, and the first-line workers. They still haven't finished doing the first-line workers and
Email them off camera.
the medical people. So I think that the state overall, and all the states probably, are re-looking at what they've been doing. Hopefully they're getting something coming down that the federal government's going to be helping to do a lot more than we saw before to really get involved and help us to make it happen. Hey, Matt and Ray! Lofi said, say hey. So I just did. Thank you for asking for the shout out. I'm always happy to do that. So thank you for potatoes. Somebody said cool banner. That's Meat Puppet.
Watch out, you can.
Or his name is Trevor. Yes, he's like most young computer literate people. They know everything that makes me feel like I'm in kindergarten again. And he helped take care of me, helped give me some instruction. And hey, I'm learning how to apply.
You're right, Shasta. It's 65 and older.
65 and older even?
Yes.
Good.
I can get it with Mom if we can get on there.
I know that I'm not in line yet. It's not my turn yet. So that's the way it is. I was just trying to get the people in my fam who are entitled to get it. Hopefully that's good because they'll be protected against me a little bit.
No, Don, we didn't try in Maryland because we needed 2 doses and we didn't know what would happen if we got one in Maryland and then came to Florida. So we figured we'd just wait till we get here and get both.
With the way things are, maybe getting the 1 dose would have been at least better than nothing until you could get 2 more. And I don't know if it's a problem if you take 2 different vaccines or if it's curtains for you. I don't know. That's not my bag.
Hey,
So-
Shasta, that's great.
Text. I see somebody said text.
They were talking about the text on the banner is small.
Oh,
And Steve Seabo gets his second shot on February 15th.
Hey, Steve, can I stretch the image to make it a little larger and then save it again? While I'm streaming?
No, not while you're streaming. Please. Don't touch the screen.
Don't touch the screen! All right, so I'll try to play with that next time. Make that a little bit larger. But it looks like it's good at the bottom rather than being above my head.
Yeah, I like it at the bottom.
But speaking of, I was supposed to do this. I'm wearing the t-shirt of Madhouse.
Go down some. Now it's in.
An Aussie tribute. My friend Patrick Nicolucci asked me to wear my shirt, so here it is.
Steve is watching on his 60-inch TV.
Wow, that must be nice. So here's the deal. If you would like to buy a Madhouse t-shirt,
That's complicated.
it isn't. It's going to be this way. Write an email to us. You know the email. It's rick.adr@aol.com.
Oh, good, Tara.
They're all the same, 2X, black, like this. We want your name, first and last, full mailing address, email address, and a telephone or cell phone number. Just email me that and tell me how many shirts. I only have 4 to offer. That's all they have right now. If more people want a shirt, it might be possible to have them ordered if there's interest. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till the end of the spring when they're doing their next bigger lot. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. So that's the deal. The shirt is going to be $10, and then it is shipping. And you pay the whole thing. And we'll talk about the finite details of how it goes. May be able to offer a little help to the band since we have an active store. And maybe we could let you pay for it on the store. We can have an item added on. I'll talk to my wife about it. I knew she would shake her head the first time I mentioned it. But it's all if there's any interest.
So you wait till we're on camera before you mention it.
It doesn't have to be that way.
It's not going to be that way.
At a minimum,
We are not selling somebody else's stuff.
here it is. As a minimum, we will forward each person's email request to the proper person with the band Madhouse, and they will return, communicate with you, set it all up, and tell you how much it's going to be, and then you send them the money. However, bing, bang, bung, he sends you the shirt. Like I said, only 4, XX only. If you want one, hurry up. If you don't, it's okay. Don't say anything.
We're in Maryland, Rob.
Well, Sean is on his laptop and he likes the quality of everything, says it's perfect. Okay, so the key for seeing our thing now is to look on a bigger screen. So what have I missed? My screen was
I like
locked.
that. Who said that?
I'm holding out for a Rick shirt.
Yeah. It says your ass is the bestos.
Oh man, that's getting a little bit. We're gonna do an asbestos shirt. It will be coming. I have to work with my graphics artist. We sat on this for a while because, frankly, we couldn't get the shirts going in the first 2 designs. We do have a third design I could load any time, but it's not really hot right now. Unless there's like some kind of a new interest in the Another Dirty Room episodes in West Virginia, this won't even really hit the radar for a lot of people. But it was just a quick little thing we thought was funny. We called it Motel Chicken Time, and we have a logo for that.
Tell everyone what you're drinking.
So tonight I'm drinking D. Betty's Ruby Red vodka with some Sprite and some ginger ale.
Yeah, he's our baby. That's our baby Bo.
So, doesn't that sound nice and inviting? And look, I have a royal mug. Oh, you can't see on this side.
Yeah.
Here it comes. The Royal Caribbean. Or something, whatever it is. What was the cruise that she was on? I can't remember. Amsterdam? Or...
Royal Caribbean.
It is Royal Caribbean. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm glad you helped clear it up for me. I'm holding out for a Rick that says, okay, I already got that. All right, so now what's going on? Rick Royale. Hello, Abby. Abby here. Yep. AJ Vintage. Don. Bosef.
No, Bo just likes to sleep when there's nothing to do.
Yeah, when he's not the center of attention.
Oh, he looked up when you snored.
Woke him. Did I wake you, baby? Yeah. Leave me alone. So I manscaped any of those unsightly hairs coming out of nostrils and ears. Thinking of your best interest in a thorough brushing with a whitening toothpaste.
Let me see.
That's the best you can do
Let me see.
for a person who eats shit every day.
Oh, God.
It's hard to get those teeth after they're brown to get them back to white. Ugh. And and yes, and yes, I'm talking about scat, but I digress.
I think it's supposed to have
activated.
charcoal in it.
Yeah, I should just chew on activated charcoal.
Toothpaste has that in it.
All you do is take charcoal briquettes and burn them, and then that
I'm not doing
is
that.
charcoal with little leavings. A scat sandwich, oh boy, that would be so nice. Yes, you chew activated carbon rocks afterwards. Helps to scrub your teeth clean of that fecal material.
Oh.
I love cream soda, but there's a cream soda that is Dr. Pepper and cream soda mixed. You are kidding me.
You need to trim those
Neil.
strays.
Which strays? Eyebrows?
No, honey.
Oh, okay.
Rick, you're killing me. Girlfriend just chose now to walk by and ask why I'm not trimming the strays.
I'm sorry to get you attention.
Be steady when you're manscaping your testicles. A friend of mine nipped his ball. Hard to put a Band-Aid on that wrinkle thing.
Want her and suppose? What are you worried? Somebody will say water? And I don't know how you what you would say to bastardize suppose.
It's water, not water.
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 Water. But suppose, sub-hose, cream soda is underrated. Bajan, I agree. I love a good cream soda. Now, sometimes you go for, you don't know the brand, it's some generic and it tastes really like artificial flavoring. And I guess it is, but to me, some of them are more of a vanilla flavor rather than some kind of a chemical aftertaste. And that's what I think it is supposed to be, like a vanilla, right?
What?
Cream soda.
I don't know.
And Stewart's. Ha! So we get a reference to Stewart's. We had one near us. They made their own root beer, and they had burgers and that kind of stuff, like a drive-in used to be. There used to be one on Route 40, Pulaski Highway, in the Baltimore area. What's that neighborhood called? Shoot.
That's not Rosedale, is it?
Yeah, Rosedale. I guess it'd be Rosedale, if it's almost further than that.
We really don't go out to eat much down here. We get stuff and bring it home sometimes. I usually do the cooking.
So, AJ Vintage brings up an interesting topic. I'm glad you did. So Dan has been, trying to work, and then he's also finding that there's crazy amount of strange activities occurring where he has now a studio and office. And this evening he asked me to please, I'll fly you up, come back to Baltimore and help me to capture this activity up here. I think I'm going to do it. From what they're telling me, it's kind of off the hook. I mean, like footsteps behind you on the floor in the middle of the evening, and there's nobody there. They work during the day.
Yes, Scott. Mom's doing real well. She got in yesterday.
Thank you. Yes, we got her at the airport yesterday. Apparently, one time someone was in the bathroom and they heard knocking on the door, tapping lightly. And then Dan himself heard the same kind of a thing on the door to their studio. So it'd be kind of a cool thing to try to capture over maybe a couple of nights.
Brian from the Bronx is in the house.
So I guess that'd be working graveyard shift. Brian, how are you? You've been here a lot lately. I'm glad to see you. Multiple broadcasts in a row. I love to see my number of regulars swell. Those who you can see almost every time. They are the ones here, or at least now the way that the show is going, I think everybody's trying to come Friday.
Nick
and some people can
Grand
come
Rapids
on
is in the room.
Tuesday. Nick from Grand Rapids in Michigan. Welcome. It's Nick, I'm sorry. Nick, let's see, Gustella. I think it's Gustella. Because I guess you wouldn't say to you. Hit the like and hit the. I love this
Yeah, guys, we only
broadcasting.
have 38 likes. We
Really?
have 79 people in the room.
So, for those of you who've never heard this, if you didn't come in after you liked, that means you can't like now when you're in the room. You have to actually do something, and I'm telling you to do it, if you will. Get out and come back in. But before you come back in, click like. And
It's
then
an X button
click that bell. What the X button? I don't know about it.
right here. If you click this, you go out, you hit the like button, and you hit live chat and come back.
Yeah. All right. If you're looking at it on most cell phones, on the right-hand side across the middle, you'll see a X you can click. And then you can go right back in, click like, and then click.
Live chat to come back in.
Well, thank you, Eric. And you come right back into the live chat by clicking enter live chat. So that's the whole thing. Thank you so much from Iowa. That is great. Hitting the Midwest. I have had people, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I haven't seen her for a little bit.
Who?
Our friend from Tulsa, Oklahoma, single lady. I'm losing her name right now.
Well, if you lose her name, I can't help you.
I'm sorry, brain dead, old man. But she actually wanted to send us some kind of booze or something one time, and we turned it down and said, "But thank you so much."
Got Orange County, California.
Orange County Rob, welcome. I do like birch beer too.
Well, you don't really have to leave. You just have to get out of the chat and then come
Yeah,
back
you just
into
click.
the
You
chat.
click the X. You're
You
leaving
don't
the
go
chat.
all the way out.
You're not out of the channel, and then you just click like and click enter live chat. You come right back in. It's not that bad. You'll be safe. We'll hold your hand. Hey, Gmail, Honda's Paul, which is really Paul, by the way, folks.
I call him Gmail.
His name is Paul.
He's Gmail to me.
It's Paul. And Lindsay touched in.
Hey, glad you made
We're
it,
great.
Tim.
Tim Weber, I am glad to have you here too. Man, crowd's coming in. That's great. Abby, hello, Abby.
Oh, she's been here.
Oh,
No, he's not smoking inside.
not tonight.
Not ever.
Not when
In
I'm down
Florida.
here. Here's the difference. I don't own this house, so I have no right to impose my will of inside. So, and I don't think she wants her place to smell like that, and it's smaller. So I will refrain until after the show. I can wait. Devil's lettuce, not during the Florida. Unless I'm outside. And then the reason why we're inside is it's not at all pleasant outside. Temperature is chilly.
It's 54 degrees.
54 now. Yeah, 54. And that's a little cold. I don't want to sit out there. So, vape, there's no smell. True. You're right, Jill. I didn't even get that ready. But I can wait. I prefer natural anyway. The vape kind of... My buddy is still down there in Palm Beach. Yeah, well, I looked at the temperatures. It's still chilly even in Palm Beach. Steve is looking at a prediction of a foot of snow, which means there'll be 2 inches. And Abby says in Central Florida it's super chilly. Are you wearing 2 jackets in your house or are you outside?
Oh, can you read that?
Where? Oh, here. Yes, Visually Victoria. Bonjour. Je t'aime mon bon week-end et toi et ta ta femme.
Ooh. AJ, that's awfully cold.
I admire. Have a good weekend, you and your lady. Something close to that. And thank you. Making me try to use my old French education at l'école. Baltimore Polytechnique.
No, Wooderson, I
Institute.
wouldn't understand a word he said.
Très bien. Mon bud est très joli et rouge et verte.
Rick Wheatley's in the
Uh,
house.
Hi, Rick Wheatley.
27
degrees in
Sykesville.
Sykesville, back in Maryland. Thank you, AJ. Look at that. See, I could even say that the buds were red and green and they were pretty. I can't believe this. This is like I must have scratched a vein and I got a trip out of it. It's been stored there since 1981. If I jump up and down, I might experience some other drug I had back then. It's all in the fat. Uh-oh. Wow, man. I'm seeing colors.
Minus 20 Celsius in
Where
central
the
Canada.
frick, Don? Negative 20 Celsius? What the hell is
That's
that in
like
Fahrenheit? I
12?
mean, is that negative 12?
No, I think it's regular 12.
Oh.
16 in Connecticut.
Well, 0 Celsius is 32.
Uh-huh. So minus 20 is 12.
Ah. All right, well, 12 is still cold, man. Yeah, 54, I know, Megan, I know. We're a bunch of wimps. If I was home, I'd be dealing with what's there.
Every possible name, it's 4.
What?
Minus 4. Where are you?
Minus 4, every possible name. How in God's sake can you live? Visually Victoria says it's negative 4 where she is.
Hateful Hero, negative 4.
Man, my ass cheeks would be sticking together on
We'd
this
be
chair.
in the house and the heat be turned up and we'd have sweats on and
55
coats.
around here too, Abby, on the coast, on the west coast of Florida.
Eric said minus 9 last night. IA, is that Iowa?
Iowa?
IA.
Indiana?
I don't know.
Iowa.
I always get confused with the abbreviations.
I don't know what IA is.
20 below Celsius is minus 4 Fahrenheit.
Oh, minus 4. Okay. Well, we were close.
I get so confused.
We used logic instead. I had a memory in Facebook come up on my phone. What's it called? News stream or whatever. It was a photo I took when I was way out in far western Maryland, not too far from West Virginia and Ohio.
Yeah.
And I was at negative 3. Negative 3 degrees outside. So that was a cold trip. It was a trip that was a total waste.
Don't go into the
But
details.
I did what I was told to do. And on the way back, I stopped at the fruit market, which also had all these different kinds of candies. You bought it by the total weight, I guess, or different candies cost different prices. I forget how it worked. But it was still inexpensive. Well, if it's 58 in California, that's not freezing, Rob. It feels like it. I'm so sorry your spirit feels that cold. Oh, that's bad, Tim. That's when you can, like, have, yeah, exactly, frostbites of your appendages. That's definitely not a time to make whoopee out in the snow. Not at all. The metric system is logic. It's the system of science. The English system is so antiquated and imperfect. But that's...
Tone wanted to know, will you ever do an ADR or abandoned building bid in Canada? He's in Hamilton, Ontario.
Gosh, man, we want to get this damn pandemic behind us. You know that, maybe you don't. There's a few people up there that might put us up if Dan and I would get above the northern uh, border of the United States. I know Dan, he'd probably drive. Take our gear, go one up there. Yes, we could have a good time doing a bunch of Canadian dirty rooms, or even just on the other side of the border. We already did that side once, but there was others, that we did not show that we were there, and
Good night,
they
Rob.
were all
Stop
as
thanks
nasty.
for stopping in.
Very good to have you, Rob. Gotta have the crab cakes. Oh, that's so terrible. I'm happy for you. Enjoy them. We had some last week.
Yeah, we brought them down with us.
We had these Baltimore crab cakes from a place called Coco, K-O-C-O. And Coco's sells them online. So you just look up K-O-C-O.
Yeah, but shipping
online.
is going to kill you.
I don't care. You want this
Yeah.
crab cake.
The crab cake
It
is
is
$25.
$25 a piece. But these are like 12-ounce crab cakes. All meat. So delicious. The way you are supposed to prepare them is you just put them on a cooking sheet. Do you spray on it first?
Well, you always do that so
Okay.
they don't stick.
And you bake it at a temperature like
475.
475 for not that long.
15, 20 minutes.
Right, 15, 20 minutes. So you don't...
Visually, Victoria has never had a crab... Well, you don't want a bad crab cake. If you're going to eat a crab cake, you want a good one.
You never have one. You have to have what they are supposed to be like.
And if anyone advertises something as a Maryland crab cake, don't believe it.
Pinellas County had 10,000 at a Publix and ran out in 10 minutes. Stephanie Short, you talking about crab cakes or something else that ran out in 10 minutes?
Could have been
Hi,
vaccine
JT.
appointments.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yep, Harford Road, Stephanie.
Stephanie, that's the way to go. Off the road, get those crab cakes. Yeah, all the way down, Stephanie, in Lauraville. Coco's. That's where we go now. The places around us up in Parkville, Kearney area, we'll go down there instead. Hey, Mike Mitchell from Portland, Maine. We have a very good friend up in Maine. Never know, sometimes she might be peeking in. Her name is Carla.
Oh, hi, Range Mike. I'm glad you're home. I hope
Got home from the hospital, 3 surgeries,
in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm so glad you're home.
High range, God bless. I'm glad something miraculous has kept you with us.
Do you need a refill?
Yes. So cheers, Mike. Keep getting well. Convalesce. Do what your doctor says. They're not bad though, Bajan. If I was over on that side of town, G&M crab cake is still a good crab cake, but yeah, they may be overrated, but they're still better than others. So who was that? I just saw a greeting from somewhere abroad. Scotland. Hey, Mark White from Scotland. Thank you for being on, man. Isn't that tremendous? All the way from Scotland. We love that. Remember, keep clicking that like button. Please hop out and hop in if you have to. We really like the likes. And we got a good room so far. 84 people. Rent 83, whatever. A funny story from my youth. already told you all about the scout trip where we discovered the little boy who was new to the troop. If you would shine a flashlight on him, he would have to go tinkle. So, thank you, JT. Thank you for the donation too. So, I joined in. I have to admit, we were in a cabin, so all of us were just lying out in our sleeping bags, person to person to person, side by side in a long line, and then the next row of people with a 4-foot aisle in between. It was a good-sized cabin, so we all had plenty of room. So everybody's in their bags, and we're talking, making jokes, and this kind of stuff. And then this little guy, somebody flashes a light on him, and he says, "Oh, don't do that. When you do that, I have to go pee." And he goes out and he pees. He comes back, and as soon as he comes back, someone flashes a light on him. And at first they let him get to his sleeping bag and get in, and then hit him with the light. And then he'd have to get up and do it again. Go pee, come back. Then they started to get so bad that they would just light him up as soon as he came back in the door. He would turn around, leave, close the door. As soon as he came in a few steps, somebody would hit him with a flashlight from a different direction. We would do this. It seemed like we did it all night long. But finally, like a scoutmaster assistant or something like that came to check on us and figured out quickly what we were doing, and took away flashlights and told us all not to do it anymore, or there would be heads to roll. And we were all like, "Ooh, okay, I won't do that. I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to be so bad." Because we were all little kids too, 12, 13-year-olds. Angeline, are you serious? Man, that is such a compliment. Thank you. But I'm glad I am on some with him so that you at least see him once in a while. Visually, Victoria can relate with that too, yeah. At Boy Scouts, for me, there were a lot of strange things we did. Tried to set up camp one time, and it was on a farm. It wasn't being used actively. Parts of the farm were wooded, and the areas hadn't been entered since maybe even the Civil War, because it was just really unpopulated in that area, far western Maryland. And wind came up. We got like a little snow squall, and as we were trying to put our tents up, they're being blown down. As soon as we get up a pole, it gets blown out, and a couple of people holding on to their tent, a gust of wind comes, and it actually dragged them down across the ground about 15 feet or so and into a little stream. Just dragged them right in. So that was another nice little story. What? When I went to scouting, I was told to be very careful and not hurt yourself with an axe or something. So I had to take something called tote and ship class and learn how to use a knife, a folding saw, and a tomahawk. And after we didn't hurt each other or ourselves, we'd get a little, pardon me, a little card that said tote and ship completion. And you had to have that if you wanted to use the tools during a camp trip. You had to have that to use a saw, a knife, or an axe. Why is he whimpering? He's waiting for Mommy. Come here, you. Come up here. Come over. Yes, come over here. Come closer. Come closer. Come on. Oh, they want to see you. Let me see if I can push this down a little bit. And then maybe over this way just a little more. Oh, I'm calling you. Come here. Get up here. There. Come here. Come here. Now, what do you want? What do you want? I know. Mom, you'll be back. You don't trust me? You don't trust me? Come here. Why don't you trust me? Huh? Have I ever given you something? Give me your hand. Give me a paw. Paw. Thank you. Why have I ever given you anything not to trust me? Huh? Here's Mom. I told you.
What do you do? Come up to say hi?
He wanted to get out so bad I made him come up.
You coming in? You're staying out with Mama.
Goodbye. Goodbye. He doesn't know what he wants.
He's back up. You miss Mommy? Huh? Did you miss Mommy? You're a good boy. Did you eat?
So did you...
No.
That way.
That way.
Thank you. Bring us snacks? No? Okay.
You didn't ask for snacks.
I know. So push that like, subscribe, commit.
Hey, Karen.
Imagine, contemplate, initiate. You want to kiss that cotton. Aw, the fur baby. Walk the dog. I know that song.
I did walk him today.
You're talking about, I think, is that from? No, that's not. I'm sorry, wrong album.
Were you making noises, Bo?
I was thinking Toys
Were you making noises?
in the Attic, but I think I'm wrong.
Oh, I'd like to have a brownie. Anybody got them?
I sure could use a brownie that's enhanced with either pot butter or some really good bud that's already been maybe alkylated and then folded into the batter.
You gonna get on my lap? Huh?
Yes, exactly, Neil. Or visually, a weed brownie. What about Aerosmith, Tim? Toys, toys, toys. In the attic, toys. In the attic, toys. That was like their first. It was their first, I think, or second studio album. No, you know what happens when I sing.
You want out now?
I get calls from ASCAP saying, "Please, don't ruin any more songs." You hurt our ears.
We haven't bought that many, Abby, but I do like their bakery. They have some really good bread. Publix.
Oh, Publix, yes.
Yes.
What brownie from Publix?
No.
Oh, what kind?
She asked what type of dessert was your favorite dessert from Publix.
The key lime pie. No?
Okay. It's good.
Oh, gosh.
I like the pastries.
How about the key lime pie then? ASCAP. What? That's not the same kind. Wrong kind of ASCAP. The other one might be kind of an exotic thing.
Oh, I like ring dings too.
How about devil dogs?
Or ring dings.
Or ho-hos. I like some hos to go with my devil dog.
We had sushi tonight. Right?
Yes. Now, Dan finds lots of Twinkies, but I like to find ho-hos
Yeah, I know you like ho-hos.
because I'm a devil dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember that, folks. Tell Dan. Quit getting Twinkies when you could have ho-hos.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done on camera?
Watch anything Dan Bell puts me on. Make a list. So, Dan recorded a podcast last night. Apparently, he arranged for an after midnight podcast recording time. And he got Section 8 and Cochise Brooks. And they were all set to go. And then suddenly at like 11:45 he decides, maybe I'll message Rick just in case he isn't asleep, see if he'll join. Instead of, like a couple of days ago, making me aware of what he was working
Or
on.
a couple hours earlier.
Even. Instead, he calls after a retire. Who wants to get up after they've already started to almost pass out? Asleep. So, that damn ho-ho, Dan Bell. Oh well. Favorite retro candy? Wig
Mary
Wag.
Jane's.
Snaps. I don't even know either of these candies. I know Mary Jane's, but that's not mine.
Come on, you can make it. Come on.
What do you think, Rick? What is your favorite old time?
Mary Jane's.
Are those peanut butter?
Yeah, they're like a sort of a taffy type thing.
Yeah,
and
they're
peanut butter.
good.
And
It's not my favorite.
Chews.
Charlesburg?
No. Peanut chews.
Oh, yes. Gutenberg.
Is it? Yeah.
Or Goldenberg, or I think it's Gutenberg. Peanut chews. And the Charleston chew was one I was... Thank you, Mitch, for that. Pop Rocks. Whew.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the peanut butter Mary Jane candies. Oh, it's Haunted Coachman's 46th birthday. You gonna sing?
Haunted. The Haunted Coachman is 46. It's Goldenberg's. Thank you. Anybody else have a birthday coming up in the next couple of days? Or within the next week? Anybody? Otherwise, this is all going to be for one man. He's a big man. He's a big, big man. His name was Big Trucker.
It's not. Haunted Coachman.
Oh, Haunted Coachman.
Oh, Bitter Honeys are good too.
All right, here we go. I like those. That's it. Bitter Honeys are good. This is for the Haunted Coachman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Haunted Coachman. Happy birthday to you. Did that seem haunted?
No. Thanks, AJ.
That wasn't haunted. I thought that was haunted.
A little demented.
It was demented.
Well,
I hope you have a great
when we
birthday.
Get close to the 10th, you have to let us know so we can sing, or Rick can sing.
Yes. $100,000 bar. I liked O. Henry, and God bless him, we just lost Hank Aaron. He passed away of advanced age. What a great guy. I remember I loved him as a player when I was a little kid. Just because of, at least I was shown that, what he was doing was an accomplishment and it was something special. I might not have known all the ramifications, but he beat Babe Ruth's all-time record, and I thought, wow, that's great. He must really be strong, because I was never going to see Babe Ruth play. And no steroids back then. That's a good point. And Cicely Tyson. God bless her, too. I know that I didn't follow her whole career, obviously. The woman was 96.
Well, Lindsay, if he's going to sing, he needs your boyfriend's name.
When's this supposed to be?
Tomorrow is Lindsay's boyfriend's birthday.
Oh, man. I just sang.
Joe Tomley is the 4th.
Joe.
We can get him the next one. Just remind us.
Now sing it like Mr. President. All right. That's the only way I can do it. What is the man's name?
I don't know yet.
I can't sing until I hear a name. And Cloris Leachman. Frau Blucher. One of my most favorite of all time movies, Young Frankenstein. But how did you like her in all those Sharknado? Remember she was in all the Sharknados? Or the whatever they were, the giant alligator.
The alligator.
The giant alligator.
One of them.
I thought she was in a couple of them.
No, Cloris Leachman, I think, was in one, and Betty White was in one.
Betty White was in one.
Yeah. What turned your stomach the most when you were in another dirty room?
Wow. Something that truly is a gagging smell. It's like pulling out stuff from a drain, like when we did the honeymoon or the Valentine's Day episode with Will Krapinski in season 1. The smell coming out of that drain, that was some of the most foul odor I've ever been exposed to. So probably that, because anything I see, I'll keep looking at it, even if it's totally vile. I think that's been proven over and over. Shit sense, rotten chicken.
Lake Placid, that was the name of it.
Lake Placid, yes.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you, Neil. Oh, yes. Lick it. I ate it. Foul. Deceased people are bad. My mother is going to outlive me too. She's 91 and going on 92, and she'll be pushing me in a wheelchair.
Hey, lazies.
What are you doing in the bathroom all day and night? Why don't you give the other people a chance? Yes.
No one's doing ADR. They can't because of COVID.
Yeah, we're on an unfortunate forced hiatus.
Not hiatus.
Hiatus. And it's forced, not what we wanted. And then we went into a room and we did something crazy, and it's going to be a video I'll be putting out in the next weeks. Rick's putting out the paranormal finally. People are wanting it. I've been accumulating it. Now I'm going to start to do it. It's all going to be under the heading of a new show or a new series. And I hope you enjoy. I can't say when because I have to admit I really just started kicking into it today. I've been doing it here and there. But the first step is you have to organize everything you have. All the photos, all the sound files,
And
all
Rick's
the video
not
files.
real organized.
But I am doing it this time. And I even bought extra capacity, so there's no way I don't have enough room. So that's what I'm going for, Shasta Daisy. Another
What kind of places
dirty,
do you
haunted
go to for the paranormal, and is Dan involved?
a couple of the sites. Dan is definitely with me, and a couple he's not.
Hey, Peter from the UK, Peter May.
Peter, thank you for coming. I know it's a long way over here. I hope you're not too tired.
Yeah.
Welcome.
We actually spoke to Dan tonight when we were having sushi. He's
Yes.
doing well.
He's doing good.
Mazzy's birthday is Sunday.
Mazzy, happy birthday on Sunday. All right, that's now 2 people. But I don't have a name from the one lady's boyfriend whose birthday is tomorrow.
Christopher, that's our baby. His name is Bo, B-O-H.
B-O-H. Yes, he's going to be on some of the episodes, Walter. Yes, he is. He's in the footage. The one of the, it was a dirty motel that we went back to, and it was used for ADR Live
Yep, that's
episodes
right, Steve.
with Dan and Cochise. So this time we went back and we did a ADR / paranormal investigation in a motel that had a history of either overdose deaths or other types of succumbing and dying. So we messed around with some of the gear and let you be the judge of what we discovered. It's interesting. We had people talking from the grave.
Lindsay's boyfriend's name is Jordan.
All right, Jordan. And Christopher, right?
Jordan.
And the other guy's name?
There was no other guy.
Oh, it's
Mazzy.
Mazzy. I'm sorry. My friend Mazzy
Jordan will be 23.
and a young man named Jordan who will be 23.
3.
And of course, Mazzy will be 39. And I'm going to sing Happy Birthday again by popular demand. I don't know why, because people say, oh my God, like Dan Bell, oh God, your voice is horrible. How can you stand to hear yourself? And then you all say, oh, your voice is so wonderful. I love having a bunch of people who don't understand. This is what lousy sounds like, but I'll try. And as suggested, I should do this as was done by Marilyn many years ago. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oop-a-doo. Happy birthday to you. Hoo-hoo. Happy birthday, Mr. Mazzy and Jordan,
Mrs.
President.
Mazzy. She's not Mr.
Well, I was Mr. President, so I put them all in there with
Oh,
that.
okay.
Happy birthday to you. Did you swoon?
Bo-bo-da-boo.
They're still right here and here. Perfectly balanced in my chest. The nipples that never go soft.
and many more.
Well, it was my pleasure to sing two versions of the Happy Birthday song. I don't know if that means I get a strike from YouTube or not. Maybe because the versions were pathetic and would never ever be thought of as by themselves suitable for monetization. Just think of them as just, they didn't even happen. Thank you, Monitor from YouTube, in advance. I love you. I love you and all of the reviewing you do. You're special. Thank you.
Carissa said, Rick, you look handsome tonight.
Well, thank you, Carissa. I actually decided to take a shower and shave and brush my teeth for the first time in 2.5 weeks.
Mr. Mazzy says thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Mazzy says that now. I'm sorry I slipped up the first time. Mazzy.
No, JT, thank you, but he is not singing opera.
Oh, gosh. Is that what was the request?
Mm-hmm.
I just see it. Thank you for the donation. Next. All right.
Good night, Don. Thanks for joining. See you Tuesday.
Off for night. Okay. Cheers to you, Don. Nipples.
It's a dog, not a cat.
Karen, I'm glad we do. We try. Night, Don, about sensualita. Oh my gosh, Tim. You know that's Dan's thing. Yeah, I would break glass with that if I could actually get up in the high register. Is my drain sterile? Yes, it is, Paul. Thank you. It's down very low, and the drain is not dragging across the ground. How does Bo behave near cats? He tries to attack them.
We don't know that.
Actually, he's never really.
When we adopted him, he was living in a house that had at least 2 other dogs and a cat. And I didn't
he
hear
got
anything
along
about that. And he has been over Jen's with Mochi, but Mochi controls that whole house. So, but we really don't know.
Pam says hi again. Per Brenda.
I guess Brenda and Pam are friends.
That might be.
My name is Dolline. Dolline.
There you go, William. Well, hey Jada, I didn't see the marathon either, but I have always liked that program. It was ahead of its time, especially the original version.
Thanks, JT.
We had sushi tonight from a local place, and happily, it actually was okay. We've been just trying to find a place nearby that was decent, where you could get some sushi, and so this was convenient, and you call it in, and then pick it up at 15-20 minutes later. It was ready. When I do ghost hunting, I should do Savannah. I hear it's crazy active. I just haven't spent time in Savannah. Usually I see it in the mirror for
I think he's already
an hour.
asleep.
Who's that?
Bo.
Oh, Bo, yeah. He gets comfortable, that's about it. Kmart Adventures? Well, what kind of adventures did you ever have at Kmart? Going in and finding they had one of the things that were on sale, and you get a rain check. You wait for it to come in. Never does. Oh, that's not what you're talking about?
Your adventures.
I guess they're talking about my adventures personally. Let's see.
Oh, Destiny Glenn, are you leaving?
Not so soon. I hope you have a lovely night too, my dear. Thank you for coming as usual. A Little Caesars inside a Kmart. Yep. Go way back. The Kmarts used to have like a full little, uh, what would you call it, a greasy spoon kind of counter?
A little food area.
A little food area.
It wasn't a food court. It was
Just
food
a
room.
little place where, no, even before that, way back at Kmart, they had a whole counter in the back, a bar. You could get ice cream dipped.
I don't remember
You could get sandwiches, soup. Oh, for sure. They had that there.
I don't know what Kmart.
Anybody remember that at Kmart's?
AJ said they had a cafeteria.
I did not know that there was still a Kmart in Silver Spring. Walter, that's too bad. We should have gone there before.
Is it still there?
Is this Kmart in Silver Spring? Do they still have stock in this store? But AJ remembers the food in the back. Yep, they used to have like a little menu. It was not too much different than a Denny's kind of a.
I remember Woolworth used to have.
Oh yes, Woolworths too. Yep. And slushies and all, yeah. And you would go to Walmart and say, "Attention, Kmart Blue." Oh, that's great. Got yourself arrested almost. Ah, Joe, way to go. That
Hey,
is
Mark,
hilarious.
how are you doing today?
Oh my gosh, that's funny as hell. I love that. Oh, Pam's your mom? Okay, Pam. Brendan. That's cool that you're both on, enjoying the show together. Grossest thing I ever encountered, I just said it a little while ago. There's in season 1, we go to a room with a heart-shaped tub, and it's supposed to be the honeymoon suite with Will Krupinski. So when I first got into the empty tub and we cleaned out the drain, the smell coming out of that stuff was so horrible.
Oh, that's when I drove over swim shorts.
And then
for
yes,
both of
because
you.
Dad wanted us to get in this tub. Neither of us was keen about just getting in our underwear. And we were not doing it in the buff. So she brought over 2 bathing suits, and Will and I got in wearing the bathing suits. Of course, Dan, he really wanted us to go naked. So bad. Oh, the bloody bed bug boogers. That, I mean, how can you... I mean, what can you say when you find something like that? I mean, it was just... We were speechless. Well, you saw our reactions on the show. Hey, Riley! William said, "Can you give my lady a shout out?" Riley, you're one lucky gal. Dolline, I'm giving you a shout out because you're one lucky gal.
Yes, I am.
I figured, what the heck, I'll do one for you too. It's been a good day. I've been very active doing stuff pretty much all day, and it felt good. It's kind of exciting. I have all of what I want to do in this next series of videos.
Well, Gmail, if I sang Happy
Forming in my
Birthday
head.
to you in November, you might have to get your ears repaired. I am a
Oh, you
horrible
could
singer.
do it.
But I would do it for you.
Oh, well, then we'll have it. When's your birthday, Paul?
November.
Paul, you should have asked us before. You were bashful. All right, well, hold on. God willing, we'll still be broadcasting. And remind us in October, okay? We want it to be special. Maybe we'll rehearse together and do a duet. What do you think, honey?
Oh, okay.
Thanks a lot, hon. I'm trying to be nice to help take away the fear of you being alone singing, and instead...
Look, you've heard me sing Happy Birthday at family birthdays,
Yes.
and it's horrible. Yes.
Oh, honey, comb heart 666. So happy to finally catch a live. Well, I'm glad you're here. I have to admit, your handle is new to me. I don't know what you might have come in with the other times you've been.
Tim, we are going to have more live
But
bands.
we are glad to have you. And come back more often. Tuesdays at 5 and Friday at 8.
No.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, we are masochists for fun. Now, we don't want to go to politics
Nope. Not
because it only leads
doing
to
that. Radiant
hurting.
Originally.
I mean, the country is divided 50-50 pretty much. So I'm going to offend half of my audience by anything I say, if it's political. I threaded the needle last year, and I called for positive things. Positive future, getting ahead of this, getting a vaccine, whatever. I've always just put out these kind of things and tried to really step away from that. I tend to let down my hair more. If you want to pay, join patreon.com for $5 a month, Dan Bell the podcast, and then you can hear Dan and myself sharing those secret things you may wish to know.
That is not going to happen here.
And it's not happening here. The difference with Patreon is he can do whatever he wants, and the people that are his patrons who pay to watch have a
We're not.
which we
that,
say,
But we're not that much into Valentine's Day, are we?
no, it's a contrived holiday to sell candy and jewelry and cards and such. It really, was not a long historically celebrated holiday. So it's relatively a convention of the modern society. It's also something that is more appropriate. It might not be the word, but you would see a tendency toward actively new dating lovers, those who are newly together and are getting to know one another, or are just getting to find that they like or even love being with one another. Maybe finally had their first intimate level of relationship, or it's coming. Maybe you could buy something that would help with that. All that stuff is marketed for that.
Yeah, we've been together. We've been married 31 years this year.
And together 33, 34 years.
Yeah.
So
we don't need Valentine's
not
Day.
that it isn't still exciting to come up with different things that we appreciate about one another and can love each other for. I just don't need to buy a bunch more candy. We buy what we want. It doesn't have to be heart-shaped.
Spraynard, just talk to her and be yourself.
Well, one thing is to not look like you're a dog and you got googly eyes and you're panting because you're near her. You need to not have that going on. You need to feel comfortable in your own skin. And if you show her you're comfortable with yourself and she's interested in you, just talking. Just don't say stupid stuff. Nothing too grotesque, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, don't be a Rick.
Don't tell them about your past lousy experiences of relationships. Don't tell them you have a child if you do. Just don't mention it yet. Just keep it quiet. Just talk about her and yourself. I'm a student, you're a student, now we're in the same, we got some kind of commonality. So go with that. And quit being tongue-tied.
And be funny. That's always good.
Yeah,
if you can make someone
definitely.
laugh,
You make her laugh
good.
about it. That definitely will help it.
I don't think Rick has any experience with ostriches.
Ostriches. I watched that Liberty commercial with the guy and the ostrich. Does that count?
No.
That doesn't count? Well, that's an emu. It's not an ostrich.
Emu.
I'm sorry, Jill. That's fine. I'm going to just have to be jealous. Where is Jen? Jen is back in Baltimore with her fam, with her daughter and her husband, and her
4 dogs.
4 dogs and a cat, and her 2 companies. Oh, she's a stage singer actress too. She may not want a superstar. She may be wanting somebody who's not as complicated as she is. So feel free to act as if you aren't that complicated, even though we know you are. You're so complex. Yeah, Bo is just so cute, feeling like he's passed out, wasted in the background.
Tom, I have no idea what that recliner was. You just have to look for office chairs. That's Tom, the
old
two
hotels.
Sorry, Tom, I wish I could actually remember.
The Colonel 2377 asks
Tom,
that.
send me a text and I'll try and see if I can get on my Wayfair account and find it tomorrow.
All right, that's nice of you. Look at that, even shopping tips. We do whatever. AJ, do you still have that man and the 2 kids as an instant family? Who let the dags out? Hey, K1ish. Welcome. Oh yeah, it's definitely a small space. It's a perfect small space. You like the curtains? Are they comforting? Yes. Nice gray. I am hiding myself behind the curtain. See the darkness out the window? It is dark. Very dark. Okay, that's enough there, folks. My hubby and stepson.
Yes, we're in Florida.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so sorry to hear that.
I am so sorry. My God, you lost them both. But the stepdaughter, I'm glad you still have her. God bless her. I can't imagine how she would have dealt without having you there to lose them both. Man, it's amazing the way life is.
Weed Rod is in Scotland. Hope you're having a wonderful time right now. Rick, Dolline, and Bo, greetings from Lauren and
Lauren
Andrew.
and Andrew, thank you for your greetings from Scotland. Another one. We had Mark earlier. Mark or Mike? Whatever. From Scotland. If he's still here, I'm sorry I replied with the wrong name. I like the Maryland, Delaware beaches in the summer, and I like the Florida West Coast in the winter, spring. I mean, last year, third, fourth week of February, I was in the Gulf of Mexico in the water. Now, I'm not saying it was super warm, but I could walk out to chest deep, not, scream, enjoy the water. Some days the water is so clear, other days it's not. Just like at where we go, some days the water is a nice green, it's very clear and clean. Other days it's a little more cloudy. So it's two different types of beach, Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico. We're not too often over on the Atlantic side of Florida. Yes, there is times when the jellyfish, the rays, I've seen the rays swim all around me. I don't have any concern about the rays, because I'm not going to be swimming around after the rays, trying to be close. I'm just going to stand up and watch them. It's unlikely that the small little devil ray that we have in Tampa Bay and all is going to be dangerous to you. But a man of war jellyfish that you can see, especially down further on the coast, St. Pete and south, they'll burn the heck out of you with their, stings. Still afraid of that? Well, just remember, that was make-believe. It wasn't real. You don't have to worry anymore. But that doesn't mean there isn't sharks.
Look, when Jaws came out, I used to go in the ocean way, way out. After Jaws, I don't go very far.
I see people that do that too. They go way out, way out. One, I'm not a real strong swimmer, so I'm not going to go out in challenging water with possibly currents that I have to fight.
Remember that time we were sort of snorkeling? The water wasn't that great, but we were in Florida.
Yes.
And we were out way too far.
We were way too far. We were snorkeling, and we were like going along, la-di-da-di-da, everything's fine, and then we're out over top of the sandy part. Then we get over, all of a sudden it's dark and it's green.
We saw a barracuda.
And
we turned around and came back.
It scared us.
Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that.
They were scary. Well, folks, we're getting close to the end, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
It's been another Friday edition, and I hope we've had fun with you, chatting and hanging out. It hasn't been a crazy night, but that's okay. It was good. Everybody who was here, they got to chat with others. Maybe I saw there's a few people who shared email with one another to communicate afterwards. That's great. JT, what are you talking about? That he was in the movie, JT? In the character of that person, the weatherman? I guess that was not a primary member of the cast, but still noteworthy. That's pretty cool. Can I have your autograph? Okay.
Yeah, Gmail. Rick
For
didn't
the
say
set.
stupid
Oh, okay, great.
stuff right away. It was after he knew me he started saying stupid stuff.
I didn't want her to know.
But he did tell me first time I met him he had a daughter. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shasta.
Oh my God. It's well. Thank you for sharing.
Well,
I mean,
Mark, I'm sorry you had a bad day. Your attitude is low today. Let's try and bring it up a little bit.
Mark.
Think
Oh
positive.
man. Yeah, it's okay, man. I'm sorry you didn't catch us at the beginning. We'll send out some great mojo and vibes and love that you will get away from Bumsville, man, and start to feel a little more happy. I don't know. I hope that tomorrow you're not required to work. So you can count that as, hey, that's a positive, right? Go for something small, Mark. And count those little things. Take a deep breath in and out slowly. And repeat. And say, I am calm. I am calm. I am calm.
Hey, Ponytail DM, thank you.
And just keep repeating that until you are. Or smoke weed every day.
Like Rick does.
Every 10 minutes. Every time your peak is going down and you start to be able to stand up and speak clearly, hit it again. I'm just kidding. I always say everything in moderation instead of being so, I don't know, what would it be? Greedy, maybe?
Bobby the Desert Walker said at least every 10 minutes.
At least every 10 minutes. Well, when you walk the desert, that definitely
and Nancy
helps.
says, I do every day.
Every day. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you got on here. She missed us the other day. I'm glad you're here tonight. Let's see. Another dirty bong with Rick. I got my bong down here. It's not dirty. So, yes. Hey, Nancy. Any last word? Another stinky toilet. Yeah, well, it comes down to it. Any toilet, even if it's clean, I really don't want to smell it. Do you? No.
I want you to find that oil for me.
The stuff that you put the drops in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well, we are going to sign off and say cheers. I just went ghost hunting a couple times before we came down here. And the Colonel didn't hear it. The next thing that's going to be coming from me is a series of videos on paranormal, ghosts, and that kind of thing.
Come here, Bob.
Hang on a little bit. I hope that it'll be worth the wait when you get to enjoy. All right, well, we're going to say good night.
Good night, everybody. Glad
We'll
you
be back
joined us. We'll see you
Tuesday
Tuesday.
at 5 p.m., the early version. If it's nice outside,
We'll be out.
we'll be outside instead. I don't want to have to do these inside, but unfortunately, if the Friday night versions might be inside unless it gets warm out there. So peace, everybody. You take care of yourselves and each other.
Thanks, Shasta.
Keep putting out good vibes. Keep wishing for a good future for us all. That's all we can do. Pray for each other. And let's keep it going around. I love you all. Thank you again. And
Bo says good night.
have a great night. Even Bo said. Look, you can see His eye
Come
blinked.
here.
His eye blinked. Oh, here he is. Right off the screen.
Look at him.
Oh,
Look at
oh, he's so good. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to say bye now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You're so good, baby. Mwah.
20